Yo guys, how are you all doing? It is me, Tom Uroni. 1, 2, 3 guys. I hope you're all having a good day. Welcome to the channel if you are new. Today we are covering top 5 tips on how to improve your ranking in FUT Champions and obviously how to win more games on FIFA 22 generally, guys. So obviously make sure to turn on post notifications to never miss out on any of these tutorials. Make sure to like, make sure to sub. There's that nice shiny button just below. And obviously guys, comment down below what your best ranking has been this year in FIFA and what you're looking to aim for, especially now going into the team of the year and obviously elevated hopefully awards that we get at the end of the week when we play the game. Let's get straight into it, guys. Top 5 tips: win more games on FUT Champs. Hopefully each tip means one more win, and then eventually you can boost up all the way to rank 1 for all of you. That's the dream. Let's get straight into it. First tip, guys, very important. It is so important. Game plan needs to be on point. Many people think that your preparation for your matches in weekend league start when you're playing the weekend league. That's absolutely nonsense. You need to be prepared before the game starts, and all the top players are prepared as well. You want to make sure first of all your team is prepared. Now this sounds super simplistic. It's like, of course my team is prepared, that's why I'm here. Not really, guys. Some of you will be playing with, for example, 3 CDMs, but put one of those CDMs in cam. You'll be using a player that's good on the wing, but suddenly he's up front. You can't be having that, guys. You have to make sure your players are able to play in all the formations that you will be using, so that you are not in any way disadvantaged when the game begins. Now, important part of that is custom tactics. As you know, I am the custom tactics king. Don't worry about that. You can check all the custom tactics on my channel, but you need to get your custom tactics in order, people. What you need to do No, guys, make sure do not use your 5 at the back tactics. They are not going to be useful at all. Make sure to focus obviously on tactics that will allow you to always try and score another goal. So defensive tactic is usually the tactic I put in that I'm starting at. It's either 4-2-3-1 or the 4-4-2 or 4-2-2-2. Now ultra defensive is the super defensive tactic that you will stay in to be defending till the end of the game. That's the 4-2-3-1 second variation. All of these, by the way, will be in my description, so you'll have all the links to all of these. Attacking, you can use anything, to be honest. 4-1-2-1-2 second variation, 4-2-2-2, 4-3-3. Honestly, anything really works. 4-4-2 second variation. But ultra attacking is once again going to be that one that you will be using when you're just trying to press against the opposition in the last few minutes. It's gung-ho, everyone up at this point, nothing to lose. 4-2-4 is probably the best formation in the whole game when it comes to this, so make sure to be putting that on, guys. And that is your custom tactics and your game plans prepared. You're done with that part. Second tip, guys, very important. A lot of people constantly talk to me about this. There is a video on my channel about it as well though, but I'll go into it briefly here. It is connectivity. Make sure that you're playing at the perfect time in your region when it comes to getting a good connection with the internet. We know how much the internet and the servers mess us up anyway. Generally, even though, you know, being in the UK does not necessarily help everyone. I know that they supposedly opened servers up in Manchester and London, which sounds like absolute nonsense because nothing has been updated since then, and it feels exactly the same as it always has. Make sure that when you're going into a game, the ping isn't fluctuating too much. You want to make sure that the ping is staying at the same exact spot, ideally below 15-20 ms. Now I know some of you are not able to get that at all sometimes. Obviously, what is your average? You can always check. I have a video out where you can obviously check your connection in relation to EA servers as well, and your location, the best hours for that kind of connectivity and everything else. So make sure to check that out. That will be in the description as well. But most importantly, do not play around the content time, right? At 6 PM in the UK, for example, is when content comes out, SPCs, objectives, all of the rest. Now, we know how messed up the servers are on that exact time because the packs come out and everyone just jumps onto the store and wastes their whole life savings away on that nonsense. Yeah, so what you want to make sure is no content time, because that is just the worst. So make sure to never play around that time. Best time obviously would be early mornings, late evenings, as always is on FIFA. You know, midday, when all the ratty little kids come back from school, it doesn't help either, unless you're a ratty little kid, and thank you for watching. But no, on a serious note, guys, remember, as I said, those are the most important factors when it comes to connectivity, as well as making sure that you have wide connection if possible. That does improve the kind of in-game kind of feature itself. I will take away all those little things like the ping indicators and all that nonsense that you get on top of your screen when the connection goes a bit worse, because even if it goes worse, it's supposed to go worse anyway. It's not like you will fix it by seeing it happen. When you see it happen, you'll just probably rage more. It doesn't help what you're doing at all anyway, guys. So make sure that you fix up the connectivity second, and one of the most important tips, that is. Third tip, guys, very simple one to be honest, is your mental preparation. As you can see, there's more preparing than tips about the actual gameplay, because what you'll see is that most of the time people lose before the game starts. That is the truth. They either don't have the team prepared, they don't have the connection sorted out, and they don't really care to do anything about it, or maybe they're doing it at the wrong time knowing it will go bad, or they see the ping fluctuating but they still go into the game, or most importantly, people are just not mentally prepared. So what happens is they are loading into a game, they see someone's team, they see, I don't know, maybe one player that they hate, for example Kimpembe, or they see Kante or someone else, and they're thinking, oh no, I hate facing this player, and automatically they're in this kind of defeatist mode, and you cannot be in such a mode when you're playing FIFA. Now, I already made a video as well on mental preparation when it comes to generally playing FIFA, because a lot of it is mental, and most of the games you will win or lose are based on your mentality during the game, or before the game, or even after the game in preparing for the next one. Look, the truth is, obviously the game will always get you annoyed.
Penrith!
So your mental preparation needs to be on top. You need to go into the game thinking whatever team you face, you can beat them, because someone might have Hulle and R9 be an absolute Division 10 warrior. It doesn't matter. You have to still perform, and you still have to play your game. At the end of the day, you can still win it. And if you put yourself in a mode where you can't win from the moment you are going into the game, it doesn't help you in any way. Because where will you go with that? You're not going to win anyway at that point. Might as well give it a go. Now, the truth is, with your mental preparation, is it links to absolutely everything else. Now, all of this obviously links to in-game as well. Not a lot of stuff will happen, like I said, connectivity goes bad, or some random nonsense where the ball that bounces against you happens. The truth is, your best chance of winning is always going to be if you don't rage and if you stay relaxed during the game. Now, that sounds way more easier said than done, but at the end of the day, if you take those little tips and you start making that little progress every single time, you'll notice how much better you get game after game, and obviously week after week, because everything is a long-term progress. At the end of the day, you're not going to achieve everything through a short-term work. You have to work for a very, very long time to get it achieved. That includes your mental preparation and your game preparation. Tip number 4, people, and that is to do with patience. Now, there is nothing more important. Remember, games are 15 minutes. You genuinely have a lot of time to come back, to get the winning goal, to hold on to the lead. There's lots of time, and you want to be able to make sure that you're always patient, guys. It starts off with how you start the game. You want to start off patiently. Don't rush forward, which is what a lot of people do, and lose possession in the first 2-3 minutes. There's no need to lose the possession in the first 2-3 minutes. I mean, in game, do not waste time for 2 minutes in real life, because I don't know what you're doing at that point. Honestly, when it comes to this, it doesn't mean that you're a possession rat. There's a difference between using possession in a meaningful way and using it in a very, ratty way, really. And what I'm talking about is, guys, being patient on the ball, keeping composed, getting that extra pass, and when you need to score a goal. You should be seeing a clip, guys. Bang. You stop, you pass once more. You get that extra pass in there. That's going to get you the wins, guys. That is the patience aspect. If you're losing by 2 goals and it's half time, that's okay, guys. You got 6 minutes in real life. You score 1 goal, you got another 5.5 minutes. Let's say you score in the first 30 seconds of real life time in the second half. You have so much time. It's unreal. People always forget about this. They see like the 50th minute, they start panicking. They start switching their tactics and everything. Guys, if it's working, keep it. Sometimes nonsense will happen, and you've got to be patient nonetheless and persevere through that, guys. That is one of the most important tips I can give anyone. Just stay patient on the ball. Look for the exact pass you need to make. That's all you need. And tip number 5, people, and that is decision making. Nothing more important than this. And it's what I kept talking about. Extra passes. Do I do a skill move here or not? Do I pass using the double A pass or double Y pass, or how do I pass it through? Do I put the ball across the field? Do I do a driven pass? Do I do a driven long pass? What do you do? That's decision making, people, and that comes from experience. That comes from being composed, patient. So many times I face people who have an insane team, they play very well, but they just can't score against me. Why can't they score? Because they just rush. Run down as soon as they're outside the box, bang, they just shoot. Even though there's like 3 players blocking them. Don't shoot. Don't shoot, you have time. Pass it back to your sentiment. Go again from the other side. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. You have time. Remember to keep composed, people. That is one of the most important factors in your game. Now, decision making, like I said, comes from you being able to focus down, you being able to watch the pair players, and you watching my tutorials to plug myself in there, people. You know how it works. But on a serious note, decision making and all this preparation you're going to be making, you're going to get better at decision making. Always look for the extra pass. Always look to pass back if you have no option in front of you, right? And if you're going down the wing, make sure you're cutting back. When you're, you know, one-on-one and there's 2 players against the keeper, pass on an open net. If you're through on goal and you feel like you don't know whether to shoot, go around the goalkeeper with a ball roll. These are simple things, guys. Simple basics, but they are the ones that win you the games. And obviously outside the box, do the cheeky things like heel-to-heel flicks, scoop turns, all the other skill moves, because that's going to send your opponent packing, and that's what's going to get you the wins, guys. That's what I can guarantee you 100%. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to drop a like, make sure to drop a sub to not miss out on more in the future. As always, guys, until next time, peace.